Actually, let's do it a little different. Let's build this up. Okay. All right. So now let's extrude this. And then we can extrude. Why isn't this working like the other ones? There we go. Okay. So then we grab this. Reach. That. Extrude. And then we can extrude this to the wall. This to the wall. Okay. Then we're going to go to object mode. Tools, Pro Builder, Object, Flip Normals. We can grab faces and delete these. Delete these. And then we can just need to fix this. We can actually select the line. That is definitely a first. So this is the collider. And then we mark this as static. We mark this as being part of the level. Oh, and then we have to go back into here and we have to turn off the mesh renderer. Okay. Now with this room, I kind of have to do the same thing. We have a big box, right? So we're going to turn this internal, flip the normals. Pro Builder, Object, Flip. Okay. Actually, we can probably do the ceiling pretty easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the face. Let's actually bring it down normally without extruding. And then let's extrude it up. Right? And then we can actually just shrink the top. So meet be roughly the size of that peak. Okay. So that should fix that angled roof. Now we got to do the door frames, which we do with edge loops. Actually, it's you know what? Let's do the edge loop. Let's do this. Pick this and Alt U. That gives us an edge loop. We'll position it over here. And again, Alt U to get the edge loop. Position it on the other side of the door. So it should be lined up on both sides because the edge loop cut around. Then we need a edge loop for these angles. We need about 3. So click here, Control U, Control U, Alt U, Alt U. Okay. Where's the handler for that? That's right here. Okay. So move this down, and we're going to put that at the first angle. And then we're going to do another one on this one. Select it. Okay. Alt U for the loop cut. Find the handle. Bring it down to about the second one. We'll do one more once I find it here. Alt U. Bring it down to the top of the door. So right there. Okay. Then go to face mode, select, and delete. Same thing on this side, delete. Then we just got to nudge these vertexes into place. So we go to vertex mode. We're going to move this one, over one, this one, over here, this one, over here. Let's go there. Okay. Same thing over here. Put that one, this one, move that one in. Goes in. This one goes 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. That's roughly our door. So now we fix this room so it looks nice. And then we can go to here. We can call this Collider. And turn off the mesh renderer. And we can play test it. Oh boy. Okay. 1 second. It's annoying that I have to go to, like, I have all these tools to run the stream, but I can't. There we go. Yep. I already banned somebody yesterday for the same reason. Cheap views posting. I guess any new streamer, they, you know, they monitor and then they post. All right, so we're here. All right, this looks good. Looks like the floor is like a little lower because you get a little dip. You get knocked up and down, so I can fix that real quick. Other than that, looks good. I'll fix the hands disappearing. That's the works. Oop, these fall. Yeah, the floor's too low. I gotta raise the floor up. Alright, let's go back here, go to Collider. Let's really quick hide the floors. Go to the Collider and faces. So we need to pick here, here, here. And we want to raise it up a little bit. You know what, let me turn this on. Make sure this lines up. As best I can. I'm not going to be able to get exact. I think that's good. Okay. Boop. And then we can go back to the hallway. Turn off the mesh render. Floor's back. Visible. Okay. Let's move this dust pile. Now, there's a couple of ways we could do the shadows. I like to just take a big thing like this and use it to block. I have to be careful not to overextend. Rock face. Because we don't want it leaking in. And then I said I wanted to increase the light source of these point lights. Make the range, you know, double the range. Maybe the intensity is like 5. And they are real-time lights. But I think that looks good. Eventually I'll make them baked. But I didn't want to like waste time baking them. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I have to get like a moderator. I have to figure out the whole moderating thing and get people to moderate. So the bodies. Oh, where did the bodies go? Oh, they're there. Gotta move them up. Move them. Up a little bit. They fall, so. In fact, I can even encourage them to fall a certain way. Oh, our shadow blocker is sticking through the wall. We'll fix that in a second. Whee! Is it through the... Okay. All right, so one of the things I wanted to do was I thought it would be cool if we played... That's a fast way. It's a quick and dirty way. Oh, what am I doing here? It's not what I needed. Steam. I wanted to get House Flipper and see what and see how it plays. So, because I wanted to, I've never played it. So House Flipper. They have House Flipper 2. Which one should I get? This one's very positive. The original House Flipper is overwhelmingly positive. I mean, that is the, to answer your question, Dub, that is like the typical cheat way to do it. You just make a giant object to block out the light. This way you don't have to worry about your individual models having light leaks or anything out. You just kind of, you know, if the player's not going to see it, it doesn't matter. So there's a House Flipper 2 now. It's got very positive reviews. I played TC Card Shop Simulator. I got a pretty good feeling for what that is. Now, what are the games? These are games more like this. Farming Simulator, Planet Coaster. These are... Gas Station Simulator. I think we need to do some research. This game is not bad, in my opinion. Not as good as the first game. All right, let's get the first game since it's cheaper. Let's get the first game. This is a VR House Flipper. Let's get the first game. Let's do some research. Let's get this off screen. All right, it's downloading. So I think we can take a few minutes, play it, get a feel for it. Because some of the things that I'm struggling with is like, so I was thinking like, oh, you might, oop, I went too far with this because I moved it up. I need to move it forward now. I was like, so you're sweeping up the piles. I was thinking that maybe you can fix these walls. Like that could be something you can do. You can get stone, and if these walls are like broken or whatever, you can fix them. Actually placing the torches, I think would be cool. To, you know, but I was curious, like, how do they factor into like what you're doing to the house, and when you go to sell it, or when you're kind of like scoring the player. And then I was thinking of like, what other kind of mini games can we add to this? You know, if you're repairing something, like I thought it'd be cool to add like a trap. So either you can like repair the trap, you could reset the trap, you can disarm the trap, and if there's a mini game to that, that would be kind of cool. So yes, I did have blood. I was playing around with this for like just blood. And I was gonna have a sponge. Yep, sponge and a brush. But now that I came up with the idea of the magic broom, which was your idea actually, Dub, I was thinking that we could add magic spells instead, because this is gonna be a fantasy setting. So instead of like tools, maybe you can have like magic. So like, for example, the broom became this, where you leave it there and it sweeps. And then eventually it finishes. And it leaves the dust pile there, and eventually the broom's gonna spawn. So you get the broom back. And then you can take the dust pile over here and you can toss it in the cart. And eventually it goes away. And then I was thinking like the crafting bench is here. You can interact with the crafting bench and you can make furniture and stuff. And then maybe out here is like a forest. You can chop down trees. You can go mine resources in order to almost like a mini survival game where you're mining ore or you're mining stone, which you could then use for crafting. Because I have tools like the pickaxe, hammer, axe, and then the spellbook. Then I have a dialogue system too, so there could be merchants that you have to talk to trade stuff or buy stuff. Or this could be like the person that's hiring you to redo the dungeon. And then, you know, we have these things you can pick up and place. That's supposed to be cloth. So, alright, so House Flipper's installed. Ooh, what's Soul Mask? So let's see how House Flipper handles this kind of gameplay. Let's do this. And actually, let me test out my new gameplay screen. Ooh, gameplay. Okay. Oh. There we go. kinda. I worked on it. I put it in a better spot, got it closer to my mouth. M Audio helped me tweak some things. Sure, let's create a new one. All right. Settings.